Hi, everyone. This is Paul Garrard. I'm founder and president of PGPresents, an independent student loan consulting company. We've put together a series of repayment modules to help you guys do a better job of managing your student loans. Module number 11 is on federal consolidation. Now, in theory, federal consolidation is actually quite simple. It's simply paying off multiple federal loans with one brand new federal loan. In other words, you're trading debt for debt. We think you're going to find after you go through this module that many recent graduates are simply not strong candidates for federal consolidation. If you do, however, decide that you need to consolidate your loans, there is only one option to do federal consolidation, and that's with the government's federal direct consolidation loan program. Remember, the federal government took over all the federal lending in the 2010-11 academic year, so it makes sense that the only way you can consolidate federal loans into a federal loan program is through the government's program, direct consolidation. The application is online at studentaid.gov. And a reminder, if you do consolidate your federal loans with the government, they're the lender. You do get to choose your loan servicer, the third party you work with in repayment, but you're actually consolidating with the federal government. If you are interested in federal consolidation, we would encourage you to take a look at our tips on federal consolidation on our homepage. Let's now take a look at some of the advantages and disadvantages of federal consolidation. In terms of the advantages, if you happen to have multiple loan servicers, notice I didn't say multiple loans, but multiple loan servicers, by consolidating, you're going to have one servicer because you will only have one loan, a direct consolidation loan. If you have any non-direct loans that are eligible to be consolidated, you can convert them from a non-direct loan balance into the direct loan program, and that would mean they become eligible for forgiveness under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program if you're interested in PSLF, and they would also become eligible for repayment with either pay-as-you-earn or revised pay-as-you-earn. Those two repayment plans are only available on direct loans. In addition, the maximum repayment term on unconsolidated loans is 25 years. So if for some reason you need to extend the repayment term up to 30 years, that would be one advantage of federal consolidation. But there's some disadvantages to federal consolidation as well. If you have multiple loans and they're all serviced by the same loan servicer, when you make one payment under any repayment plan, remember that the servicer applies that payment proportionately, a little bit on each loan they service, based on how much the loan is and what the interest rate is. But if you go in and overpay, you get to target which loan you want the extra payment to go on. And obviously you would have it posted on the most expensive loan, the loan with the highest interest rate. Well, if you consolidate, you can still overpay with no penalty, but you just don't quite get the best bang for the buck because you can't put that extra payment on the most expensive loan. Technically, a disadvantage is that you get a slightly higher rate, but this is not a reason not to consolidate. The rate is calculated as the weighted average of all the loans you're consolidating, and then the rate is rounded up an eighth of a point. But folks, that's only 0.125%, and then it's fixed for the life of the loan. If you consolidate, you're going to lose grace periods if you consolidate too early. And if you have any federal Perkins loans or loans for disadvantaged students, those are subsidized loans, but when you consolidate them, their balance is converted to an unsubsidized balance. So those are some of the disadvantages about federal consolidation. So are you a candidate to consolidate? Well, you may be if, again, you have multiple loan servicers. Once again, it's not multiple loans. Do you have multiple loan servicers? If you have multiple loan servicers and you just want one, you need to consolidate or you would be a candidate. You may also be a candidate if you have some non-direct loans and you're interested in the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, as we said on the earlier slide, and or you're interested in using pay or repay to repay your student loan portfolio. Those plans are only available on direct loans. You may also be a candidate, once again, if you need to extend the repayment term from 25 years to 30 years. But you may not be a candidate, and we think most of you fall into this category if you already have one loan servicer. Look at your student loan portfolio. You may have a lot of different loans, perhaps 4 direct unsubsidized loans and maybe some grad plus loans as well. But in all likelihood, they are all with one loan servicer, and the servicers offer what's called combined or single billing. You may also not be a candidate if your entire portfolio is in the direct loan program, which we have mentioned before. And once again, you may not be a candidate if at some point you want to be aggressive and post payments on your most expensive loan. So once again, it's not that you are not eligible to consolidate. It's just that many of you, perhaps most of you, just aren't strong candidates for federal consolidation. Now, some reminders as we close up this short module on federal consolidation. We would encourage you to take a look at our tips on federal consolidation. There's a bit more detail there that's on our homepage. If you decide to consolidate, the process usually takes about 3 to 6 weeks. Again, your current loans are going to be paid in full and replaced with one brand new loan, but that takes about 3 to 6 weeks. Be sure you stay in good standing on the loans you are consolidating while the consolidation process is going through. And that would mean either making payments on them when they come due before they're consolidated, or perhaps putting them into some kind of postponement status. You can consolidate after graduation during your grace period, but you cannot consolidate while you are in school enrolled at least half-time. This is the end of module number 11.